I'm joined now by the Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett of Texas. She's a member of the House Oversight and Accountability Committee. She's also a member of the House Agriculture Committee, and she's a national co-chair of the Harris-Walz campaign. Congresswoman, good to see you. Thank you for being with us this morning. Donald Trump recently appeared on the Flagrant podcast and was short.
Jasmine is tired. She's out there fighting for us. She has not had any rest. You can see it all over her face. Well, I want to say to you, sister, thank you. Thank you so much for putting in your time and your hard-earned and your effort to fight for us. Get some rest and keep up the fight.
Clip that caught a lot of people's attention. Let's listen together.
I have a hard time doing it to them because I'm basically a truthful person, but and frankly,
really
no, but frankly,
Pretty bad when your interviewer breaks up because you said something so ridiculous. But I'm reminded of your alliterative speech at the DNC this summer in which you called Donald Trump a vindictive, vile villain. As scary as his rhetoric is, there's something ridiculous about him as a whole, and people need to cut him down to size and not continue to give him this power to just lie unchecked all the time.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And I'm going to tell you something. I actually agree with something that you actually used in your intro, something that Trump said. He said that we've got these cities and these towns that are being overrun by gangs and the crime out of control. I absolutely agree with that. And
I agree with that as well. Gangs and crime have riddled cities. But what are you going to do about it? You were in office at one time, Mr. Trump. What did you do?
Guess what? It's the MAGA gang. It is the white supremacists that have decided to descend upon places such as Springfield, Ohio. So I agree with him. I just disagree with who the problems are. The problems are him and his minions. The problems aren't the people that have come to make our economy stronger, the people that have actually been able to help to continue to make sure that we got out of the big hole that he put us in after COVID-19 with his ineptness. Like, yeah, I agree that there are problems in our communities, but usually it's some white supremacists on the other side, and he has yet to call them out.
Another fact, have not been called out yet.
Relates to him being a liar. I mean, that's just what it is. The problem is that we have people that are absolutely listening to him. And that is the scary part. Even those people that are in need in North Carolina or Georgia or Tennessee or whatever state, Florida, that they're in need, they literally are harming themselves because he does not have the ability to tell the truth about what it takes to get help. And he thinks is going to help him in the campaign. And at the end of the day, you cannot say that you're a leader when you're absolutely seeking to harm people, and that's who he is.
So here's the problem. I was talking to Tom Nichols an hour ago. He's a Republican. He's a conservative. And he says, you know, in a normal argument, you're a lawyer and a legislator. So you know that when you make an argument with someone, you usually have facts on your side and you try and debate them or you know, have them understand that they're not listening to, facts. This doesn't work with Donald Trump's folks because they're not looking for critical thinking on this. And that's part of the problem. How do you debunk it when he goes out into these cities and he says X is happening and the mayor of Aurora, Colorado says that's just not true? What do you do?
You know, I really don't know, but I'm going to tell people that they need to vote. Go vote. We don't need this type of action. I mean, he decided to go into Detroit and talk noise to Detroit in Detroit. Like, Detroit, wake up. He does.
We know he don't like Detroit. We knew this before the ignorant rant, okay? We hear you, girl. We hear you. And we definitely did not like that, okay? Listen, Detroit is vibrant, brilliant, innovative, diverse, and also resilient, okay? My city is beautiful. Yes, beautiful. We have some issues just like other big cities, for sure. But I didn't like that at all. And I know a whole bunch of other Detroiters that did not like it.
Not like you. Make sure you go out and you show him who you are by showing up for the Walls Harris ticket. Listen, the fact that he's going to all of these democratically controlled states, these states that we know that he has no ability to win in, the only thing that I can say is that look at who is working for your vote. And that absolutely should be worth something. We are busting our butts until November 6th, trying to make sure that we talk to as many people as we can, trying to be as transparent about moving this country forward and why we don't want to go back and why this guy and his team and Project 2025 are so harmful, not just for Black folk, not just for Latino folk, not just for Muslims, not just for Asians, not just for Hispanics, for everybody. We have decided that we are going to make sure that we tell as much truth to as many people as will listen to it. And for the rest of the folk, the only thing that I can hope is that Donald Trump will be out of our way soon and he will lose his final election and we will be done with him running for president.
Okay, so you're talking about getting people out to vote. At this point, it's not that there can be a lot of people in America who are truly undecided. It's a matter of motivating people and moving people to get out and actually vote. There are some issues. There are some groups or portions of some groups that are still not feeling that motivation. Who's movable and how do you move them?
Listen, I definitely think young people are the most movable group that we have. And when you look at the House, you know, we were supposed to have the red wave and we ended up with the red dribble. That was mostly because of young people. And so I think that they are the easiest ones to move because they absolutely want to see action on climate change. They want to see movement as it relates to guns in this country. They want to make sure that reproductive access is preserved. And to be perfectly honest, this is a group of folk that want to have that relief as it relates to the educational burden that they are enduring right now with student loans. And there's only one team that even has conversations around these things. So yes, we know that the cost of housing is very expensive. We have heard this from young people really wanting to be able to buy new homes, but we know that we have a plan, not a concept of a plan, but we have a plan that would allow you to have $20,000 worth of down payment assistance if you want to move into that first time home. So I think that young people are really going to be the key.
I do too. I think if young people would focus more into politics and the system as a whole, yeah, it will be a big difference, okay? The young generation needs to pay attention, do research, and exercise your rights. You guys are the future, okay? Think about your future. And please, please vote, okay? Please get to them polls because your voice counts.
And so that's why you'll see me at any concert they'll let me on stage at. I am showing up where they are. I want to be on the college campuses because honestly, we should all be fighting for their future. Because when you look at people like me and you, Allie, unfortunately or fortunately, half of our life has already passed us by. We are fighting for the future of this country. We are fighting for an America that recognizes them, appreciates them, and will do what needs to be done so that they can prosper. And so that's why I think that they really are the key.
All right, Jasmine Crockett shows up on my campus. I'm definitely voting. Thank you for being with us again this morning. Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett of Texas, the national co-chair of the Harris Walls campaign.
You guys get to them polls, okay? If you can't get there, get an absentee ballot, okay? Your voice counts. Believe me, from a person who worked at the polls for several years, you have the right to have your voice heard, and it is. Once you get there and put in that ballot, your vote, you are heard. Our people seem to think that they're going to do what they want to do anyway. My voice or my vote don't count. Yes, it do. Numbers make a great difference, okay? Y'all, every time I've heard Jasmine talk, speak, or do an interview, She always give facts, okay? And I vote for Jasmine too. She should have ran for president, but I believe it may come. And to end this, I love my city, okay? And don't appreciate that comment myself. And I will show him at the polls, okay? You guys have a great day. Don't allow anybody to steal your joy. Please like the video. Like the video. YouTube is not putting my videos in the algorithm. Please like the video. This will get the video out in the algorithm. It will not hurt you. Thank you. Have a great day. Don't allow anyone to steal your joy.